is your boy. It's your guy RC. We running on fumes, but we here for a little bit. So see how much, and let's see how much we talk about. Oh yeah, oh my yard. Wow, come on, really a train, bro? At the very last second, bro, a train. Seriously, and I know it's not finna be a freight train. These damn trains, bro. I know it's not finna be a freight train. But what's going on, Daniel Barry? I mean, I know it's not gonna be a metro train, because y'all know how metro trains are quick and fast. I do not feel like this is gonna be a metro. Metros don't even. I don't feel like they don't even run over here. So I'm about ready to bust this U-turn because I'm tired. I ain't got time to be sitting here waiting on a freight train. Train taking forever. So if I see that, I'm about to bust this U. Take this detour. Yeah, I'm not finna sit here and waste my gas as much as gas costs. Nah, I'm good. Big old cargo train, carrier train. I'm straight. I'm good on that. Let's go ahead, bust to you. But look, what's going on, Samuel? What's up, Daniel Barry? Salute to y'all. So I dropped in. I just went live. Didn't put no title into the thing. We here, and let's talk about these Hawkeyes. What are we? We almost up out of July. August, we got September. So we got 3 months to go before Hawkeyes basketball comes back. And I've been excited because I never stopped getting excited. Ever since the season ended, I couldn't wait to see the next, lineage of stars take the floor for the Iowa Hawkeyes. You say this food look good. What you talking about, them catfish nuggets? Yeah, them things was good. Those things was the bomb.com. They was real good. I fried them things up to perfection, didn't I? We ain't had none left. I mean, actually, we did have a few left for the next day that we put with some baked chicken wings, but those was really, really good. My kids in the kitchen, I could surely enough throw down. It was some good eating right there. Yeah, I'm excited because I wanted to say this, and I probably still will put a video out on this, but this the best shape I've ever seen Hannah Stuckey get in. Like, she really slimmed up. She really toned up. She really looked like she ready. I'm expecting her senior season to be, a proper send-off, a great send-off for her. One of the best players in this, one of the best players that ever played for this program. Just in terms of who she is and what she does and the way she carries herself, and the energy she plays with. I'm happy to say Hannah Stuckey was a Hawkeye. And much respect to her coming out of Cedar Rapids. Staying in Iowa, holding it down. For the team, for the program, for the university. So, that's something else. And then getting out there and being a starter consistently. That's hard. All these things are hard to do. Hard to keep the spirits up. Hard to remain a starter consistently. Rebounding, continuing to improve herself, getting out there playing with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark leaves, and then you got to play with Lucy Olsen. So she's shown the ability to adapt. And I think if Hannah, I almost said senior, but if Hannah Stuckey has a great senior season, hey, well, I don't see a reason why she wouldn't. Because even if she didn't have a good senior year, why wouldn't the team take a chance on her in the WNBA draft? If she wants to parlay this into actually trying to play professional basketball, why not take a shot on her? And of course, she got things she got to improve. And I won't sit here and say like, okay, when I look at Hannah Stuckey, I could think of a Kiki Iriafen. I can't do that comparison because Kiki Iriafen had a jump shot, and so that's something that Hannah needs to add. And I really like the flexibility that she played with in the clips I've seen of her in America. Shout out to her for winning gold. She's going to be big on this team. Is she going to play the 4? Which I feel like she's going to play the 4 and Ava Heiden going to play the 5. I don't see a reason why Hannah will not be attempting to at least take jump shots. Like, she doesn't have to pull up and get behind the 3-point line and try to be, a Sam Perkins, an old school name. We don't need Hannah Stokes to be Robert Horry, but she's got to be taking jump shots. She got to. Ooh, I saw KFC in the chat. KFC. This is not gonna be a long while because guys, I'm really tired. I was so tired. I was supposed to get on the road earlier and drive, and I was wiped out, y'all. I've been wiped out all day, but I've been going all day, and I might have got an upgrade in pay in my job, one of my jobs. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Definitely need this extra pay. I definitely could use it. I would have to travel a little bit, but I need the bump in pay. And I also had just been fighting through some financial code. I've been going through some financial difficulties, but I never complain. Y'all never hear a zip out of me. You never hear me ever talk nothing about needing. Damn, that train. Really? Seriously, the train that I was trying to duck, that train gone. So it was a short train. It's never a short train on these tracks. How is it possible that train, I don't know if y'all got trains and stuff where y'all at, but freight trains and stuff normally come through. They normally take forever. This train came through and they gone. So yeah, that was a detour for nothing. I could just stay where I was going. But your channel, new soon, new video vlog coming. Y'all be looking forward to that. I'll be excited to watch that. But going back to kind of what I was saying, I'm excited, man, for this Hawkeye season. I really am. I think the most exciting thing for me is the possibility. I might be going to some Iowa games. Now, the kicker is where I found this job at is not where I'm going to be, possibly. Y'all, I know I'm all over the place, but look, I think I'm going to be here for a while so I can just save money with this gig. Because when you move, you gotta have the stuff together, right? But I'm thinking I'm gonna go to some Hawkeyes games because I'm looking at, that's one of the places I'm looking at. I'm looking at Wisconsin. I'm looking at Iowa. Of course, I'm looking at places where kind of where I'm at, in terms of moving. But if I do, I can't wait to see games. I ain't been to an Iowa game in 2 years. That don't make no damn sense. I ain't seen the Hawkeyes play in 2 years. And I haven't been too many times. Much to my dismay, I'm very, very frugal. And I really don't like spending money. It seems like the only thing I would spend money on, unfortunately, is some good food and then probably, shoes, but not too many shoes. I want to get some Hawkeyes merchandise, definitely. Me too. Some Hawkeye. I want to get some Hawkeyes merch because you would think I have some, and I had some, but some of that stuff, I just donated when I was living where I was living like a fool. I should have kept that stuff, and then I want to get some Notre Dame merch. But outside that, I could wait. Indiana Fever merch, I don't gotta have it. Me too. Ohio State Buckeye game. You will go to a Buckeye game? That's cool. That's awesome. Shout out to JB and shout out to all the Hawkeyes fans. All you can get buffet lunch now open. Where you go? Golden Corral? Oh, you went to KFC? We talked about maybe going to Golden Corral earlier. Then we was gonna go to McDonald's, but McDonald's was jam packed. And I'm like, man, we already took the kids to the game room earlier, and McDonald's being as packed as it was, I'm like, nah, I know a lot of people, don't believe that virus still out there, but I'm not about to go ahead and go in a place with 1 million people if I can help it, and I don't even really wear a mask, but I got masks just in case I need them. I like football. Get it. You like the football? The food at the football game. I like movie theater popcorn. I love movie theater popcorn. We almost went to the movies earlier, but hit a snag there. But yeah, it was a hot day. It was a scorcher. I got a video that I might drop, a 3-minute video. I'm talking about how it was a hot day, and it still is a little hot out here. I've been running AC all day in the car, central air in the house. It's just not a day to think you're gonna go outside and feel a breeze. That ain't gonna happen. But I mean, let's see. So I will have to actually put a video together, and I'll probably put this video together tomorrow, or I might do a live actually. I want to talk about Hawkeyes players that I'm excited to watch. I want to talk Hawkeyes content because I want to keep it coming during the off season because I don't want to. I haven't talked about it a lot, and I know that a lot. Well, a good chunk of people here are Hawkeyes fans, or either Aces fans. Not too many T-Wolves fans, not too many Notre Dame fans on the channel, but I try to keep it to a certain type of teams, like talking about the Fever and Caitlin Clark. But yeah, I'm definitely locked in and excited for Iowa. So yeah, we'll work on that video about players that I'm excited to watch this upcoming season. Although I want to see everybody, And then the Oklahoma, I'm gonna have to really put some work in. I'm gonna have to watch some Oklahoma games. I'm gonna have to watch Leah Chavez, more of her interviews, and more of her tapes and footage because it's an uphill battle. Because a lot of people they don't know that I'm even became an Oklahoma fan. It's only in women's basketball too. Like I'm not like Oklahoma men's basketball fan. I'm not a football Sooners fan. None of that. I mean, did you own video on next live stream? Man, I don't know my next live stream like in terms of like play by play. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick some because I don't know. But I gotta see what's coming on. I gotta see what I have access to. What I might do actually is I might do like a Hawkeye stream. I might like our best win of the season. To my very remembrance is us beating USC. So I almost streamed, and I don't know why I would do this being a big Bruins fan because we got shellacked. We got absolutely cream puffed. But I thought about doing USC. I thought about doing a UCLA UConn game where we got tore up in the Final Four. I thought about like streaming it. Of course, these things, that game already went down. But I thought about streaming it because I was like, I didn't stream it. So I wanted to kind of talk about it, stream it, talk about the whipping, talking about the departures of the players and how Lauren Betts was by herself. I said, I might do this. And I made the thumbnail and everything, but I didn't do it. I didn't have a chance to. But I probably will get a classic stream in. So maybe the Hawkeyes game, and it'd be good to get a chance to see Juju Watkins, cooking and playing ball. Because I miss Juju a lot, and maybe that's content that I might do. I might do a video because I really miss her playing. It sucks that she's not going to be out there. The more stars, the better. Let me just say that the more stars, the better. I know I'm talking about Hawkeyes, but the more stars we can get in the W, the better. I become a Sabrina fan. I can't wait to watch Sabrina. Sabrina Ionescu is must-see TV for me. So the more, the Future Collier has always been a must-see TV. I love to watch Asia Wilson. It's not just all Caitlin Clark. It's not just let me pull up my check because Caitlin out there. And it's not, oh my goodness, Caitlin Clark is injured, so let me, how do I say it? Guys? Oh, because she's injured, let me find somebody else to watch. No, it ain't that either. So it's like Caitlin Clark is out. I'll see what the Fever are doing and hope they win games. But, I'm really partial to the Lynx. I really don't like what the Aces are doing, but I like what Asia is doing. If we wanted to talk about these WNBA standards, I'm not really impressed with anybody. I love what the Lynx is doing, but if they ran into New York, who just signed Emma Meeseman, I would feel like they wouldn't beat New York right now. I feel like they would give a good test, a good matchup again, but it would be hard for them to defeat. Who? Y'all can tell I'm tired. Like I got probably 3-4 hours of sleep yesterday. I am, and I know some people. I can run off of 4 hours of sleep, but not every day I can't. And today I needed to do a 3-hour drive somewhere and back, and I was supposed to go, viewing, housing, and mm-mm, I was just beat. So yeah, I mean, gotta get your rest in if you're gonna be driving. But I remain not that impressed with too many teams. Like I love what Nafisa Collier is doing, but does she have a definitive number two sidekick? Even if Caitlin Clark was on the floor with the Indiana Fever, would they not be inconsistent as they are, or would they still be inconsistent as they are? Sometimes they look like world beaters. Sometimes they look like they couldn't beat a dead fish. So I don't know what to expect from so many teams. Like I think New York, you know what to expect. Even with my Aces, we got two teams, Fever and Aces. You don't know what to expect from them. But I want to say this before I go because I'm finna end this video because, like I said, I'm tired, y'all. I got to, call my lady, let her know I made it. I'm good. I'm good. But I'm just, let me say, I uh, I feel like I think it's positives and negatives too. To like the success, the wave of Caitlin Clark, the enigmatic rush, the force that she became, the irresistible force to many that she had became. And I think there's positive and negative in it. It's like you get everything so quick, so fast that you don't realize that there's up. You still got to keep going up. You still got to improve across the board. You know, because you want to win, because you want to win championships, because you want to, go down as a great. You want to go down as a GOAT. But so much was handed to you. You forget that it's still, not saying she forget, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done. And so sometimes I do feel like Caitlin got so much so quick, you know. And I get it. Paige got injured. The door opened for her to have success, and she capitalized on that. And a whole like giant group of fans, audience, all rushed behind Caitlin, and everybody know that Caitlin is the way to generate money. She's the way to get to the bag. Even if you just look at YouTube, you mention Caitlin, you gonna get some traction. And it's like her name has just been popping and popping, and it's been popping like Orville Redenbacher. And so she probably do feel like, look, I am her, and I'm not gonna sit here and say she ain't her because I want to see her succeed. But to get to that next level, to get, where you trying to go, to get that championship ring, to get, title glory, to be on top of the mountain, you got to put the work in every facet of your game. And I know and I hope that she will. That's weird. I say I know and I hope that she will. But will she do it? So it remains to be seen. But just how bad does she want it? How bad do you want it? So that's what it comes down to. How bad does she want it? And so when Caitlin Clark is fully healthy, when she comes back, maybe when she gets a full off season, she's got to decide what she's going to deem to be the most important for her. Learning to play adequate defense to good defense, learning, how to limit turnovers, because so much is so fast has been bestowed upon Caitlin and Angel, especially Caitlin. And I guess the best, what the hell is it? I guess the best way for me to kind of wrap this up is, let me say this. I just hope not to see any comparison. And shout out to everybody that came through. And salute to all the people that popped up in here, man. I appreciate y'all big time. But we don't want to compare anybody to Caitlin Clark. Like we just don't. We don't want to do it because we got a bright future here in Iowa. And Jan Jensen and the coaching staff, we building something incredible. And these young ladies taking chances coming to play, Iowa University, and we need to get them all the respect, attention, and, the acclaim. And we don't need to be putting Caitlin Clark in the name of these Iowa players every second. We need to let them flourish. We need to let them thrive. We need to let them learn and evolve at their own rate. So this goes for Addison Deal. Like Addison Deal, the highest ranked recruit for Iowa since we already know. Deuce. CC. We already know that, but we don't have to, we can say it, we can acknowledge it, but when she step on the court, it's her. We did a great job last season, Iowa fans. We didn't talk about Lucy Olsen and Caitlin Clark. All we said was Lucy Olsen taking over for Caitlin Clark, helping them replace some of that point production that's sorely going to be missed by Caitlin. But the comparison need to go out the window. Addie, Lucy was some of a blonde, right? Lucy was a blonde. Now, people might see Addie and say, "Oh, similar stature. They both 6 foot." Addie 6'1". No, Addie 6'1". Addie 6 foot. Addison Deal. And people might say, "Oh, they both got, black hair. Oh, they look the same. Oh, they both can play point and two guard." Man, leave it alone. Leave it alone, because I don't even want to go there. I don't. I just want to say I'm glad we got Addison Deal, because we could go there. We literally could take a look at their games, and maybe we'll do a video. Maybe we will, but it'll be done politely and respectfully. Like if I choose to do a video on Caitlin Clark and Addison Deal, like comparison, it'll be so respectful. It won't be like, "Oh, I think this one does this better," because Addison's a freshman, and Caitlin is 2 years into her WNBA career, and so I'm saying don't do the comparison. So to do that video, I would kind of tread lightly, and I think just the biggest thing is Addison said she ain't even coming to Iowa because she watched Caitlin. Some players are gonna see Caitlin, and some of those players are gonna commit down the road to Iowa because they saw Caitlin Clark. And I don't think with Addie that was her thing. I think Addison Deal, she just saw the culture. She liked the coaches. Her brother plays at Division 3. So, I'm excited to see the kid, and I look at everybody that come through Iowa for Iowa individuality. I think that's a good term. That's a good catchphrase to repeat here on the channel. Iowa individuality. Lucy Olsen, although she played 3 years at Villanova and she only played 1 year at Iowa, she came and brought Iowa individuality. Megan Gustafson, a big, dominant post. She can shoot it as well. Iowa individuality. Caitlin Clark, timeless. My favorite college player. Lit the lamp, balled out, put the fans in seats. We did some incredible amount of winning. We never won the big one. We never won the title. We lost twice like the Utah Jazz to the Bulls, but she was just epic. Her run was epic. So yeah, each player has their own type of greatness. But I'm not gonna keep blabbering. I'll do a video tomorrow. I might release this video tonight if I can get it done on Chit Chat right. I got tons of Iowa content coming. Probably some UCLA content coming. Women's college basketball, more so for me, is what I'm most excited for. And probably some Minnesota Lynx, maybe some ASUN content, But yeah, I will stream. Tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely the day after. But I'm gonna go, guys, because it's only getting later and later. And yeah, let me let your boy get in here and call it a day, y'all. I'm ready. Call it out. Yeah, I'm out too. And tell me I didn't drop my keys. Yeah, I'm out myself. Yeah, we rocked out for almost 30 minutes. I gotta do more playing lives. A lot of my lives be unpredictable. I just pop up out of nowhere. But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna say deuces. Thank y'all for stopping at the RC Hawkeyes Hoops House. Y'all can you know, salute me at the door, dap me up, and it was good chatting with y'all again. You know, appreciate y'all stopping in. Appreciate y'all for, wiping your feet off at the door, wiping your shoes off at the door. I do appreciate it all. And guess what? I'm gonna get at y'all later. Hawkeyes Nation, Team Dream. We out.